1994 crime bill is racist. Now let me describe racism for you. Discrimination by an individual, institution, or community against a person because of their race or skin color. That is the definition. There in the bill, there's this thing called stop and frisk. Stop and frisk is basically that a police officer can go up to any person that they deem is suspicious, weird, anything, go up to them and frisk them, as long as they have probable cause. But probable cause can be interpreted in different ways. The bill itself only talked about crack. It didn't talk about importation of cocaine, which crack is made of. It didn't talk about harsh regulations on cocaine. All it talked about is crack, further targeting Black communities. Hello again, everyone. I'm Sophia McGuire, and I will be doing the rebuttal against the affirmative side for the 1994 crime bill.
To support Israel and explain why or why not.
Okay, so the way I feel is that with these things, it is never a yes or no answer, like yes we should or no we should not. So just some background before I get into my official plan. I feel that Israel does have the right to defend themselves against Hamas because Hamas is designated as a terrorist group by countries, including the US. But that does not mean that innocent people deserve to die. So what I propose is since we have connections with Israel and Palestine, trying to get them to sign a non-aggression pact or a peace treaty okay, so my tax plan is that people who make under $150,000 a year will pay decreased taxes compared to people who do pay over $150,000 a year, or who do make over $150,000 a year, excuse me. Okay, quickly circling back, I was going to hold my tongue, but Justin made a personal attack on my rhetoric, so I feel like I need to clear some things up. First of all, the definition of an immigrant is someone going from one country to going to the next, whether it's forceful or not. I'm not taking away from slavery, but that is an immigrant. And I honestly just want to say that I feel like the constant back and forth shows a lack of maturity. And using rhetorical fallacies such as ad hominem is not going to contribute to our conversation. Now, as far as critical race theory, this is something I am extremely passionate about. Yes, I believe that we should be continuing to teach critical race theory because the thing about history is if we don't learn our history, we are going to be doomed to repeat it.
With that said, with our deliberation, the winner that we chose was Sophia McGuire.
Hello everyone, I am Sophia McGuire, a sophomore at Carter Ritter College Prep High School. I attended both public and charter schools, and I felt insignificant to the adults around me. No one cared or took an interest in me. But when I went to Carter Ritter, things completely changed. I had teachers who cared about me, looked like me, and encouraged me to do better. I went from being a B average student to an A average student in over 5 clubs and an activist in 2 different nonprofits. But all of these things wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for my environment. The issue with this is that my school is a private school. Why should our youth have to pay to get an equitable education? We all deserve the right to a place that is pushing us to learn and be the best version of ourselves, no matter where we come from. I work for a nonprofit called Activate SEL. We researched St. Louis's education system this summer, and we found that students felt behind, depressed, and even scared to be at school. This is why Believe Academy is something we need in St. Louis. They have so many plans in place to help students fill gaps they receive from higher education, but also push them ahead and teach them how to express their emotions in better ways. It takes steps like these to not only improve the education in our city, but also the violence and the social-emotional stability of our people. This is an investment to brighten the future of not only our city, but even our country.
And I'm a sophomore in high school at Carter Ritter, and having a choice on which school to attend has helped me to define my future. In my educational experience, I have been to public, private, magnet, and charter schools. You could say I've had the opportunity to experience it all. Throughout my 15 years of life, I've been through many different phases and shifts, as I'm sure all of you had. I wanted to be a writer, business owner, doctor, lawyer, and probably everything else in between. I've also had times where I felt unchallenged by curriculum. The point to everyone knowing this is that being able to choose my school has helped support all of these ambitions and needs. When I felt I needed more independence, I went to a charter school where that could be provided. When I felt unseen and needed more of a challenge, I switched to private. School choice has given me my voice.
So fellow delegates, advisors, and honored guests, today we stand on the foundation fosters civic engagement, and shapes the future of our democracy. We are not just students participating in a simulation. We are the next generation of policymakers, activists, and change makers. The lessons we learn here will not stay confined to these chambers. They will carry forward into the real world where our voices will shape the policies of tomorrow. As we look ahead, we must ask ourselves, what kind of legacy do we want to leave behind? The answer is clear. We want a youth and government program that thrives on inclusivity, innovation, and impact. We must create an environment where every delegate, no matter their background, feels empowered to speak, debate, and lead with confidence. In this chamber, no voice should go unheard and no idea dismissed simply because it's young. So I ask you today, will we rise to the challenge? Will we lead with purpose, integrity, and vision? I believe the answer is yes. Because when young people come together, when we dare to dream big and work hard, there is nothing we cannot achieve. The future of YAG and the future